transmissão. Pronto! Estamos ao vivo. O jogo está sendo instalado, mas dá para fazer uns amistosos aqui de basquete. Será que eu sou bom nisso daqui? Vamos ver aqui, ó. Vamos dar um... pegar aqui e colocar no meu querido canal. Colocar na live para poder responder quem vier participar aqui da live. Bom, enquanto tá... Deixa eu colocar aqui no... baixar o volume aqui do computador. Pronto. Enquanto o jogo instala, dá pra jogar umas partidas ou não? Washington, eu sou, logicamente, Los Angeles Lakers, né? Utah Jazz. Aqui, ó, Los Angeles Lakers. Ah, isso aí. Vamos ver se vai dar pra fazer pelo menos esse amistoso aí. Lembrando que eu não sei jogar basquete. Eu praticamente não sei dos comandos. Mas isso é legal, eu posso jogar enquanto a gente instala. Eita! Música não. Aí eu vou ter rolo. Deixa eu ver aqui. Game settings. O problema é que eu não sei o que é essa última opção. Tá. Pro nada. Sou novato. Câmera. Escolher o lado. Game plans. Caraca. Como é que eu tiro a música? Tem que ser match. Bom, tira essa música. E eles colocam música. Não. Aí a minha live vai toda pro espaço. Vou dar um kit e vou ver se tem como mexer no menu aqui. Não posso deixar a música tocando, infelizmente. Senão vai dar rolo. Deixa eu ver aqui. Boa noite, Luca. clássico. Los Angeles Lakers versus Boston Celtics. Só que como é que eu tiro a música? Como é que eu tiro a música disso daqui? Não pode ter música, senão eu tô fuzilado. Senão a live vai pro buraco. Não pode ter música, direitos autorais. Daí sim. Aí eu tô mais perdido que segue no meio de tiroteio. Como é que eu tiro a música? Será que eu tenho que deixar instalar todo o jogo para poder jogar esse jogo? Porque, meu Deus, nada de música, galera. Ai, 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 socorro. Tá, gameplay. Fadiga, injuries. Tá, tá. Action replays. Tá. Chutar. Tá, indicador de... Não tem nada a ver, eu acho que não. Ah, aqui estão. Ufa, som. Comentário volume 0. Tá. Tudo 0, porque pelo amor dos meus filhinhos, eu não posso. Não, 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 não. Nada de. Aqui, esse daqui tá tudo ok. Um pouquinho de comentário pode ser. Mas nada de música, senão eu tô ferrado. Beleza, vamos ao jogo. Aí sim, agora, ufa, consigo começar a live. Mas eu queria pelo menos uma coisa. E o estádio? Enquanto tá instalando, fica assim em silêncio? Vamos lá. Eu não sei os botões, vou aprendendo. Camera Options, vamos ver. Vou colocar pelo menos barulho de torcida, né? O que é isso? Eu acho que só depois. Tá. Depois que tiver instalado o jogo. E aí, Zerando? Tudo bem? Eu não sei os botões aqui. Tô aprendendo. Tá, agora eu vou aprender a jogar. É só baixar dois cabeados em game mesmo. Ah, sim, eu baixei. Deixa eu ver. Ah, passa. O quadrado deve ser o chute, vamos ver. Eu só não posso voltar muito. É, o quadrado. E agora? Para correr mais rápido, qual o botão? Nossa, tô muito bem. Pode aumentar todos os sons, menos 2K. Tá, vamos lá. É que tá instalando, tá em 37%, eu não sei se vai dar certo. Vamos lá. Todos eu posso aumentar. Menos esse daqui. Tá. O que é esse PA? Eu acho que enquanto tá instalando não adianta. Ah, L2, tô vendo. Ah, finalmente 2 pontos. Acho que por enquanto que tá instalando fica sem volume. E pra roubar a bola, é o quadrado, né? Ah, aqui! E aí, salve! Como é que é o... Ah, salve, amigo, eu não me lembro agora. O vírgula? Não, não é vírgula, é... Como é asterisco? Sei lá como é que é o. Como é que é o.
Out of bounds.
Tá. Não, tudo bem. Eu vou aqui em Options. Colocar tudo 100. Kobe Bryant, 24. Tá. Ó, vou colocar tudo no máximo. Não sei o que é esse PA. Mas mesmo assim, acho que porque tá instalando o jogo. Demorei demais pra passar, né? Meu Deus do céu, pra te ver. Perdi uma bola bem boba. Falta.
Out of bounds.
Hum. É, dizem que esse 2K, depois do 18, né? Aí eles ficaram muito. Sei lá, eles começaram com esse negócio de loot box, né? Eu curtia o NBA Jam, não sei se você conheceu do Super Nintendo. É, eu fiquei sabendo. Esse daqui não é aquele que dá pra colocar o rosto do cara?
Traveling.
Tentei uma de 3, mas fui muito mal. Como é que eu pulo? Qual o botão do pulo aí? Pra desarmar? É o triângulo? Sim, se tirar uma foto com a câmera do PlayStation, escaneia seu rosto e põe no personagem. Que legal! Isso eu noto que falta nos jogos de futebol, né? Finalmente fiz 2 pontos. Triângulo.
Time out. Time out. Start it.
Muito forte. Falta, droga. Qual o time que tu mais jogava, Zerando? Eita. Ah! Então pega essa inteirada. Toma. Toma essa inteirada. Vamos ver. E aí, Santos? Merda. Como eu sou ruim no basquete. Nossa. Ah, tranquilo, Santos. Tô tentando me acertar aqui no basquete hoje. Droga, acabou o tempo. E eu, burro, não chutava. Aí sim.
Basket's good. Shooting one.
Tô precisando de uma aula de basquete aqui que eu tô... Meu senhor.
Two shots, gentlemen. Two.
Meu Deus, sério, Santos? Tu quer dizer os em DVD? Ah, cara, aí é foda. Meu senhor, como eu tô errando tiro. entrou! Não acredito. Putz. Isso que eu tô jogando mais fácil ainda, né? Pra ver quando o cara é ruim não adianta. Não tem jeito, cara. Não levo pro basquete. Sai daí. Ah! Falta. Vai, vai, vai. Entrou! De 3! Caraca, consegui finalmente fazer uma de 3. Isso. Vamos lá, gurizada. Ah, mas que merda. Aê. Aí sim.
Block. Side out.
Droga. Droga.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Quase instalado o jogo. Quase pronto. Droga. Droga, cara. Aí. Falta, droga. Vamos lá, vamos aproveitar. Aê. Não tá as mil maravilhas, mas estamos melhorando. Eita. Eita. Salve, Lucas, tudo bem? Também não, eu tô jogando mais fácil, tô apanhando que nem um maluco. Eu tenho esse jogo porque eu paguei barato naquela época, eu achei legal, eu vi no 360 esse jogo. Aí eu disse, tá, e esse jogo que tá aí no 360 tem no Play 4? Eu pedi, bah, daí ele disse que sim, daí eu pedi quanto? Mídia física, né? Ah, 50 pila. Ah, aí eu olhei assim, não, ele não tinha jogo que me interessava. Eu pensei, vou pegar. Peguei. Eu gostei do jogo, só que eu sou ruim, não adianta. Resolvi trazer hoje na live do canal um pouco de basquete. Eu gostava do NBA Jam. Não sei se vocês conheceram. Ah, droga. NBA Jam era legal. Mas daqui é só uma livezinha aqui para descontrair uma horinha e pouco. Depois eu vou trocar de jogo. Ah, faz parte. De moto eu nunca compro. Carro eu tenho aqui o Need for Speed, né? Que um dia eu vou trazer uma live pro canal. Mas tipo, cara, eu só gosto de Mario Kart mesmo. E eu gostei muito do Forza do Xbox, né? Do Forza Horizon. E gostava do Gran Turismo do PlayStation, né? Mas assim, cara, nunca foi meus tipos de jogo favorito. 97% instalado. Quando instalar 100% eu quero ver se tem mais modos de jogo. E demorei pra jogar. Errei. O que aconteceu ali?
Backcourt violation. Hit. Pass was good. Hit. One shot.
Opa, aí sim. Pronto, terminou de instalar. Vamos ver o que nós temos aqui. Vamos dar um kit. Vamos ver o que nós temos aqui com ele instalado. Agora tá instalado. Por favor, espere. Ih, a 2K já nem dá mais bola pra esse jogo aí. Eu tenho que mexer nisso daqui. Tá dando som ainda. Ó, se dá som eu vou ter que desligar, pessoal, porque senão vai dar água pro meu lado. Eu vou parando com essa live por aqui, porque, cara, como é que eu faço back?
Your style is a flagrant foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now, you slacking and goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning.
Como é que eu faço isso daqui? Deixa eu options. É aqui. Ah, milagre que não me tiraram do... Agora sim. Jogar agora. Isso daqui deve ser o modo carreira. Isso daqui mais GM. Minha liga. Deve ser aqui a liga. Os 82 jogos são na... Boa noite, João. Melhor de 7. Aqui, 7 as finais em 7. O que é isso daqui? Tá. Avançado o campeonato. Nesse caso é um basquete. Ah, então eu posso jogar o modo NBA aqui, Los Angeles Lakers. Tá, advance. E os Wolves. Que legal, João.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-round. Moments away, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others...
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time.
It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Hart. Western Conference battles always
queria ter um amigo aqui jogando comigo, porque daí ia ser engraçado, porque eu não sou um bom jogador, né? Pelo menos ia ter alguém ou tão ruim como eu, ou pior que eu, ou um pouco melhor.
Last season they have the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. I mean, but you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Minnesota, Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Towns is out there with Garnett, and it's Rubio in at the point guard position.
You know, it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
It always seems to settle you down when you have some early success in the post.
And it's Martin that time on the assist by Wiggins.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
Minnesota with the ball. Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Wiggins has got his first basket of the night.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now here's Wiggins. After D'Angelo Russell's miss. Garnett the screen. Wiggins outside. All alone. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Flip Saunders. They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert. And he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year. And now is one of the guys you have to account for, really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint. And then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
Thank you, Doris. Russell passes to Bryant. From deep. Another shot. And yes, sir, that one drops.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Rubio against Russell.
Eu não sei roubar uma bola.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Wiggins outside, all sorts of time, and he gets it to go.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now, here's Clarkson. Fires the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Clarkson's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Martin. Lets it go with a three. The rebound by Kobe Bryant. Lakers trail by 4.
Toma.
And he was fouled going up. 2 free throws now for him.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Salve, Guilherme.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the night.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Sacre is checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Julius Randle. Young's checked in for Bryant. And it's Williams in for Russell.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
You look at Gorgie Jang and his development in the league out of Louisville. What a big jump for him last season.
And that's a great point. That first year, you could tell the game was a little too fast, and he was a bit overwhelmed, but started to get more and more minutes throughout the season and really blossomed with the extra opportunity.
And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Lakers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Williams can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's Miller penetrating. Shot's good.
And Jang last season doubled his points per game, got enough rebounds where he could be a double-double player every night in the near future.
Now here's Williams. Here's Sacre. Los Angeles with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 8. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
And Yang isn't a young player by any means, but he has learned how to fill a niche on a team quickly. Just offers good numbers and intangibles in a lot of places on the stat sheet.
Lou Williams won the 6-man award last year, Clark, in the NBA. He's not a playmaker, although he kind of plays that position a little bit. This guy scores the ball very well coming off the bench.
He really does. I mean, he looks like a guard because of his size, but he's truly an explosive scorer. And that's the strength of his game, and that's who he is and what he does.
Levine's checked in for Wiggins. And there's the call on Lewis Williams. That's his first foul. Lakers on D. They trail by 6. Young with the steal.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there. You know, and when you look at Lou Williams, he's always had a shooting guard skill set in kind of a point guard's body. Now, he's not just a long-range bomber. He will attack the basket and earn his share of trips to the foul line. And that's where he's really deadly. 86% from the stripe last season. Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Clarkson kicks to Sacre. Passes it to Bass. Plenty of space. And there's another one for the Lakers.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Here's Muhammad looking for his first basket still in this one. It's Miller on the wing. Looking for Pekovic. He gets it there. The baseline J off the mark.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him.
And Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks.
Well, you have to make adjustments. You know, you try to fit.
Well, Kobe's age and with the 2 years worth of injuries is coming back for him. Just a matter of great adjustments. Or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
Valeu pela força,
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. There's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Só vou fazer uma partida disso daqui, eu acho que
on the same
mas bem legal.
They are right where they want to be.
Aí que tá.
Finding scores on time and on target with your passes, it makes scoring the ball easy for them.
Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Russell is out there with Young. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. The drive by Rubio. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, I tell you what, Ricky Rubio has everything you want out of a player except one thing. He has to learn to shoot it better. Rubio can defend, he can pass, he can lead a team, but until he becomes a better shooter, I think he's going to short-circuit his potential.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for Minnesota. And back to Ricky Rubio for a moment, who certainly is at the hub of what this team does, averaging over 8 assists a game for his career through last season. If he can stay healthy.
Bem legal esse jogo assim, né? Para ser 2016, velho. Só que dizem que os últimos, a partir de 2018, eles viraram meio mercenários, sabe?
I think he's going to have more opportunities to spread the floor and drive and make plays. And for his first 4 seasons in the league, never hit over 38%. That's not going to get it done at the highest level.
The Lakers on D, trailing by 2. To the paint, here's Garnett, banked in off the glass.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Eu não acerto uma,
for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for 1 game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in, and the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the summer league, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him, and when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down.
Agora eu fiz finalmente.
And so he hits both.
And, you know, going back to Randle's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
And talking about Randle's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well.
Ninguém tem paciência comigo.
Now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Los Angeles with another miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Young with the ball. And it's Martin picking him up. Hibbert with the screen. Here's Randle. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Bryant comes with the double team. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect. His play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets.
Quietinhos os meus adversários. Essa valeu por 10 pontos. Ah, não, é 2. Caraca, olha essa driblada do cara. Como é que se faz essas dribladas?
Wiggins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Entendi.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot too.
O que, Luiz? Eu mal e mal. Ah, é nosso.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And guys, it looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together.
Sete, mas eu sou ruim. Diz que eu tô jogando fácil ainda, apanhando.
4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little to the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst, 37% from the field.
Brandon Bass is checked in for the Lakers. Williams comes in for Nick Young.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Flip Saunders was just going over the plan with his team. He preached patient offense and encouraged his guys to use the shot clock. He wants his guys to be deliberate. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thank you, Doris. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Como assim,
Getting back to Young, it's tough to completely judge him on last year's numbers because he's fighting through knee injuries, ankle injuries, all kinds of things. Clark only played 42 games.
Yeah, but when he's right, he can light it up. I mean, he's a go-to scorer, but he just never got right last season.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Sacre is checked in for Hibbert. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Russell. And then for Minnesota, Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Gorgie Dang comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Andre Miller is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And here we go with Miller running up the court. It's stolen by Bryant. Fast break, the Lakers. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 8 points.
Posso perder o jogo, mas foi bonito.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Zhang, a screen, and it's Miller penetrating. And there's Pekovic. That one's good on the assist by Miller. Pekovic has got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Timberwolves. Inside, ball's knocked loose.
Mas vai erar sim a bola.
Wiggins dishes to Miller. Here's Pekovic. The rebound by Sacre. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Timberwolves passing it around. And that one's good. Pekovic.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points.
Não adianta, nos tiros de três estão horríveis.
Minnesota, Wiggins with the ball. Dishes it to Martin. And it's blocked. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Muhammad, he's checked in for Minnesota. Bean comes in for Kevin Martin. And Minnesota has possession. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's Levine. Great look, but off the mark. Lakers shooting with 42% accuracy in the second quarter. Clarkson and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Andre Miller. For Los Angeles, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. That free throw missing. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not
basquete,
they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
To the middle. Lets it go from 11, and Tang gets it to go.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
And here's Kobe for 3, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so we conclude the first half. Timberwolves lead by 13. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the side.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. At one point, they managed to push out ahead to an 8-point lead. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will...
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Sim, é muito real esse treco aí.
10 points.
Parece que está sendo transmitido de
That kind
verdade.
of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a
Eu que pulei
guy
ainda, né?
just do it as well as he does.
Quem entende inglês, quem curte o basquete,
A
nossa,
young team trying to find their place in the league can have it tough on the road, Clark, and the 2015 Timberwolves typified that sentiment.
In spades, 7-34 on the road last season. Dead last in the West as they won only 3 road games against the rest of the conference.
Checking out the group for Flip Saunders to start the second half. Rubio and Martin are their backcourt. Garnett out there with Towns, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And Rubio kicks to Garnett, and so the ball out of bounds. Hibbert touched it last.
And with the Wolves on the road, they shot threes better and had better offense. They would still lose by double digits on average.
Here's Towns. Garnett the pass to Wiggins. Here's the floater. Rebounded by the Lakers. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Not time to panic yet, guys.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
And, you know, guys, for the Wolves on the road last year, it was hard because they are in the West. I mean, we've talked before about how far they have to travel as a team for their road games.
Que? Falta pra eles?
And the Timberwolves with possession here. From 10 feet out. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that's 10 points for Martin.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school.
Caraca,
Every
goleada
one of the
tá alta
last
agora.
10 points have come in the paint. Boy, a sluggish, muddy start
Agora
to
a
the
goleada
second
tá
half.
alta.
Still scoreless.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Young's checked in for Clarkson. Lakers trail by 19. Young outside. Back to Bryant. From the arc. Los Angeles with another miss. And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stay.
Não entra uma,
so you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
And Young, here we go. Garnett against Randall. And again, the Lakers no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
It's stolen by Garnett.
Porcaria.
The Timberwolves another fast break chance here. And that one's good. 16 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you.
Isso é o foda de saber jogar
Lakers
basquete.
making a change here. Williams has checked in. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Minnesota. Feeds it to Williams. Here's the teardrop, and that is good. Williams has got
Cheguei a 30
That's
pontos.
just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Garnett with a screen on Russell. And Rubio kicks to Garnett. Here's Muhammad. Plays it up and banks it in. Muhammad's got his first 2 points of the night.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this. And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
A big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
Rubio dishes to Wiggins. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Eles já vão chegar a 60,
now
apenas
18
com
points
32.
for Andrew Wiggins.
Vamos
Lakers
lá.
shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Williams for 3. Another miss by Williams.
And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
Here's Randall. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot.
Será que eu chego a
After break
40?
stride.
Here's Minnesota. They're on
É,
a
faz parte.
20-6 run.
O negócio é se dedicar, né?
And it's Rubio
Tentar aprender.
penetrating. Baseline jumper.
Oh, foi
Rebound the
atropelado.
Lakers.
Foi atropelado.
Hibbert's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. It's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention, California is an attractive destination.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Lakers. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. Bass comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Russell. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Zhang comes in for Kevin Garnett. Zach LaVine's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Miller's subbed in for Ricky Rubio.
And Andre Miller, what a virtuoso floor general he has been. By far the career leader in assists among active players. Over 1,000 more assists than the next guy on the list, which is Chris Paul.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And last season, the Wolves had the hardest strength of schedule in the entire league. Might have worked out for them in the end, as come lottery time, those extra losses do tend to help.
Zhang, a screen. Here's Levine. That one off the back iron and out. Williams with a clean look. Again, Williams missing.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Here's Muhammad, and the layup's good off the glass. Muhammad's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
The 3 quarters of play. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Timberwolves shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Brown. Then there's Robert Sacre, and it's Ryan Kelly, and it's Bass in at the 4-man position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Here's Sacre. Here's Clarkson. No good on the 3.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting a meager 37% for the game. Bass passes to Kelly. No one near him. Goes back up. Sacre, good.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Here's Clarkson. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes
Oi,
possession.
Ana, tudo bem?
Some changes
Vendo
here
eu
for the
apanhar
Lakers.
aqui no basquete?
Nance comes in for Brandon
Viu eu
Bass.
apanhar no
And
basquete,
Kobe
então?
is subbed in for Jordan Clarkson.
Ai, meu senhor.
Here's Levine. Soft touch off the glass.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Oh, vamos
Yeah,
chegar
high
aos 40
percentage
pontos,
shots
pelo
are
menos.
what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got
Vai,
to
vai,
figure
vai,
it
vai,
out.
vai.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection
Ai,
on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making. That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
And he gets it to go.
40,
Really a good
40
job
pontos.
spotting his teammate
Será que chega a
bucket
50 ainda?
and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Miller kicks to Bielitsa. Back to Miller. Payne with a screen for Miller. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Out left to the wing. Nance, right side. Cans the 12-footer. Nance has got 4 this quarter.
40,
A little
40,
over 2.5
40,
minutes have
40.
passed here in the 4th quarter. Miller, the pass to Bielitsa.
Gostou desse joguinho de basquete, Ana?
Miller kicks to Levine. Back to Miller.
Aposto que a Ana é outra que não curte muito. Eu gosto de basquete, só que eu sou ruim.
And one record that is going to be very hard for any player to ever match is the Iron Man streak. That record's held by AC Green as he played in 1,192 consecutive games. That kind of durability is going to be hard to match in the modern NBA.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Bielitsa misses. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Brown dishes to Sacre. The 3. Payne grabs the board. And with Iron Man streaks, it isn't just injury that can get you. It's scheduled days off and getting suspended games, too.
Yeah, just for reference, last season DeAndre Jordan was the active leader, played over 300 straight games as a player. He was the leader in the league, but he wasn't even a third of the way to Green's historic mark of consecutive games.
And it doesn't really matter.
Sim, parece
who
jogo
starts
de
the break
verdade,
with
né?
how
Só
he
eu que
runs
sou
the
ruim
floor.
mesmo.
He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Miller with a wide open look. The shot is good off the backboard. Miller's got 6 here in this quarter. The Lakers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th, 4 of 9. Outside Bryant.
Então de 3 pra ti, Ana.
Kobe can't get that one to fall.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
With the teardrop, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out
Caraca, não
Clark
consigo mais
this
fazer
kind of
ponto.
punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great
não
way
sei
for
se ele
them
vai
to kick
fazer.
off this season series.
Pode ser
2
que
more
sim.
games ahead.
Tá
and
programado
they've
pra
taken
amanhã uma
the
live
mental
dele.
advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I
Mas
don't
hoje
think
eu não
it'll play
sei.
out quite that simply, though. The team coming out
Legal,
on the
gostou?
losing end of game 1 is just that much
Cara
more
bem humilde,
motivated
né?
to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
depois dessa partida eu vou encerrar essa live aqui. Vou jogar alguma outra coisa, eu faço live de outra coisa. Aí quem quiser vir depois, tá convidado. Basquete, uma partida vai um tempão, né?
$16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Elitsa, no good with the triple. And here's Brown outside. That's in, coming off an assist.
Finalmente de 3. Não fiz 50.
6 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Sim, passa lá depois.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final.
Valeu, Gival. Eu vou encerrar a live por aqui, então vamos saber uma coisa aí da extra aqui. Aí eu vou encerrar a live. Ia ver a entrevista ainda, eu pulei. Daí
Thank you,
depois eu vou
Kevin.
fazer
And
uma
now we
live de
have the
algum outro jogo.
opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Andrew Wiggins.
There's no denying Wiggins has almost superhuman athletic
Vamos ver
ability.
quem foi o melhor jogador pro Michael Jordan.
Polish too. In
Andrew
case you didn't know
Wiggins.
this little fun fact, he was the first Canadian to
Wolverhampton,
win.
melhores momentos.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just getting started.
Isso aí. Melhor do jogo, Game Stats, Box. Vamos lá. Gostou? É, bem legal o joguinho. Aqui tá o calendário de jogos. Modo campeonato, né? NBA. Então vou sair. Connect, não. A liga. Options. Editar rosto. Vamos ver como é que é isso daqui. Dizem que dá pra colocar o meu rosto aqui. Novo rosto. Não, eu quero colocar o meu rosto. Quero ver. Options. Criar um player, vamos ver. Só que criar um player, nossa. Ué, parecia. falaram uma vez que dá pra colocar o rosto do cara, só se não é esse NBA que tu pode colocar o teu rosto. Criar um rosto, né? Tá, novo rosto. Vamos ver se funciona. Bom, tá, não sei como é colocar o rosto do cara no joguinho, meu jogador. Então tá bom. É isso, pessoal. Pensei que dava pra colocar o rosto e tudo mais, mas não dá. Ou talvez eu não sei mexer direito. Até daqui a pouco, galera. Volto daqui a pouco com outro jogo. Valeu!